Now let's quickly take you to Imo State, where the government is set to unveil a $1 trillion economic agenda anchored on a forthcoming Global Economic Summit and a series of tourism revival projects. This was made known by Governor Uzodimma during an event at the Government House, Owerri. Senior reporter Prince Uba has the story.
As part of efforts to reposition Imo State as a leading global economic hub, Governor Uzodimma says the state is preparing to launch an ambitious $1 trillion economic blueprint at the upcoming Imo Economic Summit. The initiative, according to the governor, cuts across all sectors, seeking to boost productivity, strengthen infrastructure, and unlock new opportunities for economic growth and development.
To fertilize this economy and make everybody comfortable, there will be no insecurity. There will be no kidnapping. Everybody will be happy. Even those murmuring will begin to go for Thanksgiving. This is the thing. So I think that I want our people to be patient. After all, even the blind can testify that the situation in 2019
secure, stable and reliable power supply is recording progress, with the state-owned Orash power holding projects expected to be energized in the coming days.
The structure for electricity is ready. To hook on is the politics. The EDC is complaining. The cabal of the federal government, they are also complaining. But as long as I remain the governor of this Imo State, we will hook up. We can't spend all that money, have power, then to distribute it to our people will be the problem. No, nobody. I will confront it head on, and I can assure you by next week, we must hook up. You must not lie to your neighbor's face. Your neighbor must not be your best friend. What will unite us? What binds us together is the interest of our state.
For many residents, the expectation is that these wide-ranging economic efforts will translate into real, measurable improvements in daily living standards. Prince Oba, TVC News, Owerri.
Interesting developments there. Olamide, looking at some of the stories we took, especially one that particularly stand out for me is that of the one coming from Akwa Ibom State, where you have a hospital which has been abandoned, for the period of, let's say, not less than 16 years, not spanning 4 different administrations. Yes, we might have a governor running 2 terms, right? But then we have 16 years of abandoned projects. But it's good that they are getting that facility, that infrastructure, the way it was promised. But then, too little, too late, you'd say.
I understand that it's important as your own duty to, balance it. And that's why you said it's good that, the hospital is coming, right, after, 16 years. That's, we calculated it right before the break. That's about 4 different administrations. Now, even if a governor was, having 2 terms, that's 2 governors. No one decided to make that decision.
That's right.
But we also must point out that our reporter also said that this community had been without a hospital for nearly 50 years. I don't think it's really something to celebrate. After 50 years, the community does not have access to, healthcare. You can imagine the burden that must have been on them in terms of, access, transportation. And this also, links to other sectors like power. She highlighted some other issues like the hospital too. Even in those 16 years, without a proper hospital, did not have access to proper electricity supply and everything. So I think it's good that the governor is doing it. We need to balance that.
That's right.
But I think it came really too late.
Yeah.
And some other persons in the state have talked about the fact that development must go around also to the rural areas. I understand that this is a rural area, and that this is why this happened.
Absolutely.
That's a fine place to leave it for.
That's right.
For now. Thank you for